All right, Roman Reigns suspension is making news all over the WWE, and fans are getting even more of a chance to boo him and hate on him. And WWE is back into this corner now where they have to turn this guy heel. They absolutely have to turn this guy heel. There's no other option. There's no other choice. For WWE to do anything besides turn this guy heel at this point would be absolutely effing stupid. You've got to be a complete dumbass as a writer to try to keep this guy as a babyface at this point. When you had a crowd that was already booing this guy out the damn building. Keeping him a babyface now would do nothing more than show the stupidity of the writing staff and continue to prove some people right that WWE is heading in the wrong direction and that the better days are behind it. There's some people that stop watching it because it just there's nothing to it anymore. There's nothing there to grab you, and I have to blame the writers for that. It's not that they don't have stars. It's not that they don't have people that can be entertaining. It's just that they don't know who to make who what. They don't know what stars should be babyface, who should be a heel, who needs a manager, who needs to be able to talk. Because not everyone has good mic skills, and that was one of the knocks on Reigns. And all I've been saying the whole time is, team this guy up with Paul Heyman. This damn thing is so easy and so simple, but that for some reason the writers are just a bunch of assholes who, continue over and over again to screw up. They screw this thing up. It's one of the easiest things in the world. All you have to do is just look at Brock Lesnar. Lesnar doesn't have to say anything. Lesnar just comes out there to the ring. Paul Heyman speaks for him. That's that. Why is it so difficult to do that with Reigns? What is wrong with people? So, now, anyway, getting back to the suspension. He failed the wellness program, test, or whatever the hell it is the WWE has, which probably is a joke compared to, I shouldn't say actual sports because I don't want to sound like WWE doesn't have realism to it. Because yes, these guys really do put their bodies on the line. They put their health on the line. They take some serious bumps, but the matches are predetermined before the match even starts. So before the wrestlers even come to the ring. So therefore, it's a sport, but it's sports entertainment, as they like to call it. World Wrestling Entertainment. So therefore, you have to put it in a separate category. But Reigns fails the test, and we don't know what exactly it is that he failed. Did he fail for smoking pot? Did he? Is he on a harder drug? Is he PED'd up? Steroids? What happened? Nobody knows. One can only assume. Most would like to go ahead and say that it was more than likely some kind of performance enhancement drug. I would guess so, but you never know. You never know. It could be pot. You never know. Uh, but anyways, this has sent the storyline in a frenzy now. You have Monday Night Raw. AJ Styles tried to, or they stuck AJ Styles in there. And I think that what they were doing, they were testing the crowd to see how the crowd would react. Because I think WWE is at a point right now. I'm not sure if they really know what to do with AJ Styles. I kind of get a feeling that there's like a little bit of tug of war going on, and they may be looking at making AJ Styles a big player in this game, but they're not quite ready to put him there just yet. And I think it's kind of ironic that Chris Jericho was the one that he fought or had the first feud, his major feud with in WWE, when he reminds me at this point um, of Chris Jericho in a sense, like he is the Chris Jericho of this modern day WWE. And what I mean by that is you have Reigns, Rollins, Ambrose, and then you have AJ Styles, who's now becoming that guy. Like you had The Rock, Austin, Triple H, in the Attitude Era, and then you had Jericho, and I think that AJ is kind of filling that spot. I don't think AJ is going to be as big as what the Shield members are, but I think he's going to be kind of like in that Chris Jericho type of range. I think that's where he'll be, which is not bad company at all. That's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. Um, so, anyways, a lot of people are upset because Reigns only got a 30-day suspension. I'm not mad about it. I expected WWE to suspend him for 30 days. Um, to be quite frank and quite honest with you, because Reigns is such a company guy, I'm almost surprised that WWE even has suspended him at all. I'm surprised they even mentioned it at all, which is going to lead to the next thing with Rollins on Raw just coming out and straight away mentioning the fact that Reigns failed the performance, the wellness test. I was absolutely shocked. I was curious to see what WWE was going to do, how they were going to explain Roman Reigns' absence, and Seth Rollins basically tore Reigns a new asshole and just went straight into the heart of the matter, and he didn't BS around at all. Um, the fans popped. They thought it was funny, of course. Anything that's dissing Roman Reigns or putting Roman Reigns down, the fans are going to cheer. Because, like I said, the fans are uh, big Roman Reigns haters. They hate this guy with a passion, and I just don't understand the hate towards him. Like, I understand not wanting to cheer for who the company tries to force on you, but you could do a lot worse than Roman Reigns. You know what I mean? At least it's not the boogeyman or something like that. Roman Reigns has got the look. He's a big dude. He can jump out of the ring. He's athletic. I don't understand it. Just because he doesn't talk that great on the mic. Man, I don't understand it. But anyway, Seth Rollins just basically broke kayfabe. He went straight into it. He separated. I shouldn't say he separated. He brought reality into the ring. Very CM Punk ish. I thought it was great. If you gotta listen, if you gotta suspend this guy, wrestling fans aren't stupid. They are stupid, and they're not stupid as far as knowing what's going on. Everyone knows he failed his performance test. Okay, so what's the best thing that you can do? The best thing you can do is just go ahead and say what really happened. Now, the beauty of it is they can just say he failed the test. They don't have to say he failed it for pot or he failed it for roids or whatever. They can just say he failed the performance test, the wellness test. End of story. Um, and leave it up to the imagination of the fans. So I thought that was pretty smart on WWE's part. They didn't insult the fans by trying to come up with some wacky storyline like, oh, he got injured, at home playing football with his kids or something stupid. They came right on out and said that he failed the test and allowed what he tweeted out to be the storyline. He apologized to his family and his fans and people that support him, and you can work off of that because now he's a heel. And I say that he's a heel now because he did a bad thing. He did a heelish type thing, and it's just time to make him heel. When he comes back, he should say thank you to everyone that supports me and F you to all of you bastards that don't support me or people that are booing me or all you idiots, like he did on the Raw before his suspension. He said, you people say I can't wrestle. He addressed the crowd finally. Where he used to ignore them when they booed him, he finally came out and told them to kiss his ass. He didn't say kiss my ass, but he might as well have said that. He said, hey, you people that are saying that I can't wrestle. He said, chill out and drink your beer. I'm here to celebrate my good friend winning the WWE Championship, and that's being Dean Ambrose. So finally he got to strike back at the fans, and he needs to do that more often. I don't know if that was scripted. I don't know if that was a part of it. It sounded legit. He needs to do that more often. He needs to give the middle finger back to the crowd. It shouldn't be just the crowd booing Reigns and he sits there and take it and don't say nothing. He needs to give them the middle finger. It's just time. I'm sorry. I know you want to make this guy the next John Cena. I know you want to, have a little girls and the little children cheering for Roman Reigns. It's not enough. He don't have the push, he don't have it, that it factor, as Bobby Roode is called. He doesn't have it, the thing that is needed, that's necessary to be a John Cena. John Cena is a once in a lifetime kind of guy. The Rock is a once in a lifetime kind of guy. Steve Austin, once in a lifetime. Hogan. Sting. These guys, Flair, they don't come around often. And right now, Reigns just needs to be heel Reigns. When he comes back, he needs to come back and say heel Reigns. I want to hear that from him. I want that to come out of his mouth. I don't want to hear, I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I am just the guy. I want to hear him say heel Reigns. New era. This is a new era, and this is how it's going to go down. F you. If you're not supporting me, the hell with you. Period. That's what needs to happen. That's the way it needs to go down. Okay? That's what we want. That's what needs. That's just the way it should be. Okay. Switching gears now. Let's go over to Dean Ambrose. Okay. Dean Ambrose is one of my favorites. And I've been saying since the Royal Rumble that it is time to push Dean Ambrose. If you check my blog, I said it a long time ago, whether it be VKO Sports or WrestlingBanner.com. I said a long time ago, it is time to push Dean Ambrose. It is time to make Ambrose the main guy. Okay? If you looked at the pop that Ambrose got from the crowd during the Triple H, during the Royal Rumble, when there was Triple H and Ambrose left in the ring, as opposed to when it was Roman Reigns up there, it was obvious that the crowd had chosen Ambrose. Here's the thing that I like about Ambrose's character. Ambrose is in a situation where he can be Roddy Piper or he can be Stone Cold Steve Austin. Um, it's really up to him, it's up to them, it's up to the writers. Um, uh, this guy, sky's the limits for him. He's in a very unique situation. He is a punchline, um, a catchphrase, a great moment away from greatness. He's not quite there yet. Although he has the belt and this is his time to shine, he's still not quite there. But the beautiful thing about it is none of these guys are really quite there yet when you think about it. And then that's one of the biggest problems with WWE. You don't have any super over. You have guys that are over. Like I'll give you an example. Like New Day is over. They might be, but even them, they're not. There's no Steve Austin quality over guys. Trying to think. Like AJ Styles is over, but AJ isn't gonna sell out an arena by himself. You know what I mean? Everyone's kind of like an even playing field. Nobody has that CM Punk like Daniel Bryan. I think Bryan was the last one that you could put into that category where you go, the whole crowd moves when he comes out. When he speaks, the whole crowd is there. They listen. They give their undivided attention when he's. I think he's the last one. It's Cena, Punk, and Bryan. I think those are the last three. And everybody else since then has been trying to get built up. But I have to blame some of the. I have to blame this on the writers. Because I think these guys have what it takes. I just think that the writers are lazy. And what's his name? Cody Rhodes, when he left, he said that the writers were too busy trying to bang all of the new divas that were just coming in, on the new women that were coming into the WWE or coming up through the minor leagues. They were more focused on trying to bang them than they were on the actual writing, or trying to build up characters. Because he tried to get rid of the Stardust character, and it just went over their head. He wanted to go back to being Cody Rhodes. But these guys, these a-holes, just, they were too busy competing over who could bang this chick. Guys are competitive. You see a new chick that it's just like at work. Who's the new girl at work? I bet you I can get her. I don't know. I bet you I can get her. It's kind of that deal. So I have to blame the writers for not getting anyone super over, because it's their job. If you're not going to allow the guy, if you're not going to write a storyline or build the character up to become super over, then you need to step back and let that person do what they need to do. Where was Stardust going? Where was that character going? Absolutely nowhere. So why would you force Cody Rhodes to stay Stardust? There's just things that I don't understand about the WWE. There's just certain things I just don't get. I can see it if Stardust was selling a lot of T-shirts, selling a lot of merch. It was a big name. It was people. He was a name that people related to. But come on, dude. You're telling me that Cody Rhodes is better off as Stardust than Cody Rhodes himself? You're crazy as hell. Or what about getting rid of Damian Sandow? Well, they turned him into Damian Mizdow. What the hell is that? That's stupid. That's just I don't like it. I'm not with it. Um, hopefully in this so-called new era, they finally get their act together and finally do what's really best for business. No cliche, no pun intended. Um, when the brand splits on coming up in July, this is going to be very important. This is a very key moment in wrestling history. If this doesn't work out right, I'm not saying that WWE is dead, and I'm not saying that wrestling is dead, but it can get sunk to a level um, of irrelevance. Because if you look at the numbers on Raw, and now we're going to have SmackDown also, it's becoming more and more irrelevant. People just aren't with it like they used to be. The ratings are down, and the numbers have been down for quite a while. And if they don't get this right, if they don't, pull their heads out of their asses and start making some real changes and really let these characters build themselves up, because it's all about character development. This is World Wrestling Entertainment. Okay, you have to allow the characters to be, and they have to. I think at some point someone needs to stop trying to dictate and let it flow. This whole authority storyline is kind of getting old because it's been going on for too long, and the authority is becoming too much of a reality where they're literally trying to hold certain wrestlers back. It's like they do it in storyline, but then they do it, in real life, where certain people are really getting held back, and the fans aren't getting exactly what they want, and it's not paying off. It is not paying off. It's not paying off at all. They need to just get back to allowing the people to have who it is that they want. Find out who they want and let that be the guy. Obviously, the fans are cheering for Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins is still a heel. When he returned, he didn't come back as a babyface, which a lot of people were predicting, by the way. A lot of people felt like Seth Rollins was going to come back and he was going to be a heel and he was going to get this pop. And yes, he did come back and get a pop, but he basically told the crowd to kiss his ass. He told them, I had this. He said, I did this without you. I don't need you. That was the deal. That was the case with Seth Rollins, and there was not going to be no babyface turn, nor probably should there be one. It's hard to imagine Rollins as a face. Maybe I could see him fighting against the bad guys on his own, but not pandering to the crowd. Because once again, WWE fans, they can be stupid and simple at times, but some things they're just too smart about. And one thing that they know, they can tell when you're trying to force feed them someone. So what WWE has to do is they have to trick the crowd. They have to trick the fans. They have to trick the smarts. they have to pretend as if they have someone that they don't want them to cheer for, and make him the damn face. Um, that's the only way you're going to get them to cheer. I said this a long time ago when Ryback was getting a push against CM Punk, and he was doing the whole "feed me more, feed me more." Even though he was getting Goldberg chants at the time, the fans were pretty much behind Ryback. The moment John Cena got behind Ryback and was talking about "feed me more" and was trying to get the crowd behind Ryback, the fans turned on him immediately. Okay, you cannot make it obvious that this is what you're trying to do. You have to make it look like it accidentally happened. It's the same thing with Daniel Bryan. People love Daniel Bryan because Daniel Bryan was an accident. According to, if you let the WWE tell it, it's just something that just happened. You know what I mean? It's not something they were force fed. They didn't feel like, you made them cheer for this guy. As a matter of fact, it was the exact opposite. They saw that you wasn't trying to give this guy a push, and they said, we're going to push him anyway. It was legit. It was grassroots. He had a legitimate grassroots movement. The people had chosen Daniel Bryan, period. So now, in this situation, here we are, the battleground, and it is pretty obvious that Reigns is Reigns cannot come back as a face. This is going to be really interesting with this brand split because a lot of things are happening all at once. Okay, Charlotte is due to lose her title soon. She's had the title for a long time. She's going to drop this title to someone sooner or later. So I heard someone mention this about the women's division, that they're not, the matches are getting short again, which is not a good sign. One of the things that pushed the women's division over was they were having these legitimate matches that were running a pretty nice lengthy time, not on the men's time schedule, but it was pretty lengthy, and they was having legitimate matches. But Charlotte is going to drop this belt sooner or later. And then I have to say that I love Charlotte as a heel. A lot of people don't like Charlotte. I love Charlotte. I love her character. I love the fact that she took after her father, and she has gotten better on the mic. She's gotten better as a wrestler. She's just got as an in-ring performer. She's believable. I believe her character. Okay, and that's what it's really all about. You have to believe in the character, and I believe her character when I see it. But she's going to drop this belt. She's going to drop this belt sooner or later. So you have that going on. What else do we have going on? You have AJ Styles. Just what in the hell is the WWE going to do with AJ Styles? And you have the Bullet Club, which they're now calling the Club. The Bullet Club is still lurking. And one thing I didn't like was that they had Carl Anderson jobbing to John Cena, like John Cena was going to pin him real fast until AJ Styles and them came and broke it up. What the hell was that all about? Listen, don't take the Bullet Club and turn them into a bunch of pussies. This is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. You bring these guys over from New Japan, do not turn them into a bunch of pussies that John Cena can just beat up in a few minutes and roll them up and get a easy win. You know what I mean? They don't do that. These are the things that I'm talking about when I say these writers don't have a effing clue. They really piss me off a lot. The Bullet Club should be the baddest MFers in the whole WWE. They should be some badass, dudes. They really should be kicking everybody's ass. They shouldn't be sitting there jobbing to John Cena, as if John Cena needs anyone to job to him anymore. John Cena should be the last person having anyone job to him at this point in time. He's accomplished every damn thing. It's time to put somebody else over. You know what I mean? This is what the people are getting pissed off about. When in the hell are they going to wake up? And they need new writers. They need new people to script this stuff, man. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. Um, what else do we have going on here? Getting back to AJ Styles, right? AJ is in a situation that's very interesting because Styles might end up. I hope they don't ruin his character by making him a heel that's unlikable. Right now, they have him in this position where the crowd is still chanting AJ Styles, but I hope he doesn't become a heel that people don't like. I think true wrestling fans, wrestling marks will always appreciate and understand the greatness of AJ Styles. Because yes, AJ Styles is great. I don't give a damn what WWE say. I don't give a damn what all these wrestling podcasts. I can kiss my ass. AJ Styles is one of the greatest. Period. You know, you got these people that go, oh, I don't know about AJ Styles. He hasn't proven himself. Listen, WWE isn't the only thing there is. Okay, you can talk trash about TNA all you want to. TNA has some good wrestlers there. Kiss my ass. I don't care. I don't care. Yes, WWE is the only thing. No, WWE is not the only thing. Kiss my ass. Okay? AJ Styles was great when he was with TNA. He was great in New Japan. Okay? And he's playing second fiddle over here in WWE. He's not at the bottom. They didn't bury him, but what they did do was kind of knock him down a notch. Okay, AJ Styles is great. He is one of the greatest. He is the phenomenal one. Period. And I'm not taking that away from him at all. And I hope WWE doesn't do something stupid and and mess his career up and make it so that he's not quite the man that he should be. You know, because I could think of a few people that they just did not. Um, they didn't quite get it right with. Sometimes, man, when people come over from other companies, they just don't. For some reason, they just don't mesh well. Like, I'll give you an example. When Bret Hart went over to WCW, that didn't go over well. Um, Hogan went over to WCW as a babyface, and they had to turn him heel for the first time in his whole career. He went from say your prayers, eat your vitamins to, you know, screw you. This is the NWO. Um, Goldberg coming over to WWE. That wasn't all of that. You know. Um, Speaking of which, I think Brock Lesnar is on the cover of WWE 2K17. I thought it was going to be Goldberg. I'm not sure, but I have to check on that. I thought I read something earlier today that said Brock Lesnar is going to be on the cover, and Brock Lesnar is supposed to go back to UFC. So I don't know what the hell is going on with that. So you have that going on. Will Lesnar even be healthy enough to make SummerSlam? You got that going on. And how is he going to fit into this storyline? There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of things going on here. Also, before I go, I gotta definitely mention this. You remember you heard it here first. I'm having this is my conspiracy theory, all right? And I saw this coming long time ago, but I see it more and more. What are the chances that instead of a Shield reunion, which everyone is looking for, right? What if WWE does a situation where sort of like a swervish kind of situation where just as you are looking for the Shield to all come back together at some point at the end of this year, what if Seth Rollins joins the Bullet Club? Think about it. Think about how dope that would be. And the reason why I'm saying that is because this whole AJ Styles and the club and beating up Cena and um, you know, basically helping out Rollins. Just imagine Rollins with the Bullet Club. Doesn't Rollins look like he would fit in with the Bullet Club? Wouldn't the Bullet Club be like the new D-Generation X? Right now they say they're like the new NWO. But just imagine Rollins, Styles, Anderson, and Gallows. And then, God forbid, they bring up Finn Balor and they let Balor in also. You could really have a dope squad, a good ass stable. If they bring Rollins over to the Bullet Club, right now the Bullet Club is okay. You bring Rollins over to the Bullet Club, and the Bullet Club becomes instantly one of the greatest factions in the history of professional wrestling. AJ Styles and Rollins on the same team alone is too much. That's like, holy crap. The only thing I wouldn't like about it is Rollins would overshadow, at this point, AJ. I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that. If y'all don't know, Styles is he's one of my favorites. So um, so there's a lot going on, a lot of interesting things going on in WWE. Um, where is Stephanie going to be? Where is Shane going to be? Who's going to be the manager of Raw? Who's going to be the manager of SmackDown? Um, they're hinting at bringing back the second title, the World Championship, which was formerly the WCW Championship. Um, they're hinting at bringing that back, so you will have two champions. Um, so we're probably going to see that within a couple of weeks. Maybe we'll have a tournament for that. I don't know. That'll be pretty cool. Then you got the Cruiserweight Championship coming up. Will a Cruiserweight champion go to SmackDown? What are the possibilities of that happening? A lot of things going on. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna get ready to close out. I gave my opinion on what they should do with Roman Reigns. Um, I'll get into some other things later on in the show. I'm looking to make this a 2 episode show per week. Um, or check out Wrestling Banner, WrestlingBanner.com, and VKO Sports. Um, I'm out of here, and until next time, peace.